I'm Black Chestnut, and with me I have Ricola,
Hello.
and we are Substation Gaming. And today we're going to be talking about the Mario movie.
Wahoo.
The one from 2023, not the other one.
Not the good one.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the 90s one.
No.
I said I would, but
Was it the 90s? I thought it was like late 80s.
I thought it was early 90s. Let me double check.
I unironically don't remember. Because I'm thinking, I was like, by the time we got the 90s.
Yeah, 93.
Yeah, you're right, because they had Yoshi in it and whatnot, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it would have had to have been after Super Mario World.
Yeah. They have Daisy in it.
Yeah.
No Peach.
That is a weird design choice. Yeah. So before we get into any spoiler stuff, let's go into the overall thoughts and non-spoiler thoughts first.
Okay. Fun movie. It was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
If you like Mario, it's Mario.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I would say like half of my fun was, like all like the Mario stuff. If you're somehow someone on the planet who does not know about Mario in the slightest, I don't know if you enjoy it that much.
I feel like as long as you have like a very basic knowledge of Mario, you'll be able to get through it.
Yeah, of course.
Because okay, Mario's been around for over 35 years now. Every single game has the exact same plot.
Yes.
So it's like you gotta have at least figured it out at some point.
There's got to be that one guy though he just doesn't know who Mario is, and he's just really confused when he sees.
Apparently, that was all the critics on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Yeah. Before we really talk about the movie, let's just talk about the controversy. I say controversy in quotation marks. More like non-controversy, really.
They weren't even like giving it bad reviews. It was more like 6 out of 10 stuff, like the stuff that like is considered a splat.
Yeah, it's like it's a 5 out of 10 review, but it's like that's still an F. If anything below a 7 out of 10 is a F.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one where they have to explain who Bowser is by using an even more esoteric reference was very strange.
Yeah. Yeah, all the reviews for it were really weird. It's just weird. But then you also have to factor in all the other controversies surrounding the film, like the is it woke, is it not woke crowd.
That was so dumb.
Generally, it's like the discussion around this film has definitely been the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
It's been baffling.
Yeah. It's like, and they got on one hand, they're like, oh, it's going to bomb and do bad because they made woke Princess Peach or some shit. Because she's capable of doing athletic feats. The shit she was able to do since Super Mario Brothers 2, the second fucking game.
Before she had the name Peach, even.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. Her being just as capable as Mario is not original. It's been around since the second fucking game.
Yeah. I mean, shit. Luigi's got kidnapped before, and no one argues he's not as capable as Mario. Like, come on.
Mario's gotten kidnapped too. Like, that was the whole plot of all 3 of Luigi Mansion's games.
Yeah.
And Mario was missing.
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot about that one entirely. Why'd you have to remind me?
Everyone in the Mario franchise has been damseled at one point.
As Yoshi?
Yeah, Super Mario World. You have to save the Yoshis. That's the whole point.
Oh, yeah. You gotta blow up the castles. I forgot.
Yeah. you rescue a Yoshi egg every time you blow up a castle.
Yeah, and I forgot when you go to Yoshi's house, he has a note. It's like, help, I've been shoved inside of blocks.
Yeah.
Super Mario World, was it implying there was like only like one Yoshi? Well, I guess there's a Yoshi babies and stuff.
No, it's a whole species. Okay. It's always been a whole species.
But there's only one they invite to Mario Party and Kart, though. The others can fuck off.
It's like how they only gonna invite one Koopa Troopa. You're not gonna get all of them. The Koopas probably have like, a specific tournament to see who gets to be the guy who goes to Mario Kart this year.
Who places Koopa Troopa in any of like the spin-offs?
I don't know.
You have so many fun characters. You pick Koopa Troopa.
At least when you play as like Goomba, it's funny because he doesn't have arms.
Yeah, or Monty Mole in Super Mario Party. That's funny because it's a mole. But Koopa Troopa? That's like almost as bad as playing as the baby characters.
Yeah.
Oh, can we get into spoilers though?
If you want to immediately jump into spoilers, 5 minutes
speaking of the baby characters...
spoiler warning, sure.
I just wanted to bring up how those... Well, both of we got Mario, Luigi, and Peach babies somehow snuck into this film.
Yeah.
With their creepy designs.
You know what's really funny? Is they were faithful for the baby designs. But it feels weird to utilize the baby designs in this context because that it implies that they literally haven't changed their clothes ever. Despite the fact that they weren't plumbers when they were babies.
Yeah. Their plumbing outfits were inspired by baby fashion.
Overalls, sure.
Baby fashion.
Yeah.
It's very chic. They did bring up, by the way, a joke early on with the white gloves in the costumes, by the way.
Yeah.
I never thought about I mean, they have white gloves because Mickey Mouse, but
yeah.
Still.
What kind of plumber wears white gloves? I mean, at least they don't wear ties.
No plumber wears ties.
Yeah.
Plumbers don't wear ties.
No.
Though I'm glad they had those gloves because the one scene where you see him without the gloves scared the shit out of me. It's creepy, hyper-realistic baby hands. Yeah. You can see like the pores in those things.
His hands are suspiciously not hairy enough to be an Italian man's hands.
That's because Mario, in the beginning of the film, is a disappointment to his family. He's not Italian enough, clearly.
Yeah, he doesn't eat enough mushrooms.
Exactly.
I don't like mushrooms on my spaghetti either, so I don't blame him.
They're fine.
Yeah, it is funny though how both the Sonic movie and the Mario movie make a point to tell you that the main characters do not like mushrooms.
Which is weird.
It makes sense in the Sonic movie because then he's shitting on Mario, by making fun of him. And then Mario's just like, yeah, I don't like mushrooms, but like he's tasked with saving the Mushroom Kingdom. Yeah,
he's Mushroom Man. You can't make him not like mushroom. Yeah, I just realized in the Mario Bros. Super Show, his whole thing is he likes like pasta. I don't think does he like ever eat mushrooms ever in that? He's like he's the pasta guy in the Mario Bros. Super Show. I just realized.
Yeah, but he doesn't eat his pasta with sauce.
It was pasta. Oh, no. He doesn't eat it. Yeah, he eats it without sauce, but then he also, like, eats sauce on its own in some scenes.
Yeah.
He drinks sauce. That's what was missing from this film. Mario drinking pasta sauce out of a hose.
Yeah. Yeah, the film was a lot of fun.
I liked how this... What are your thoughts on Isekai Mario lore?
I am 100% for the Isekai Mario lore. It's the only way to make it make sense.
Is it?
Otherwise, it's like dumb. But now we get a logical explanation for New Donk City, because New Donk City is now not New York City, but it's people from New York City who moved into the Mario universe after the events of the Mario movie.
Okay, is this the lore?
Yeah, they moved in and they made New Donk City.
Okay.
With Donkey Kong.
That's why we have hyper-realistic... Well, except Mario's still not hyper-realistic. He's still a weird creature.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you noticed this, but Pauline was the mayor of New York.
Yeah. She was... Yeah, I saw her. That was a cute little Easter egg.
Yeah.
Although Pauline existing, but Donkey Kong... Mario never imprisoned Donkey Kong in this universe, so...
Doesn't matter. The lore is not consistent anyway.
Do you ever see those people that try to act like there's a Mario timeline?
Yeah. Like, come on,
So
guys, this is Miyamoto. He clearly has not been thinking any of this out.
it's come on, it's almost as dumb as the Zelda timeline.
Yeah.
um.
I like that we got Cranky Kong.
Yes, and I Chunky shocked me of
Yeah.
all the characters. I did not expect Chunky to show
But we
up.
did not get Funky, though.
That was disappointing.
Yeah, so rip the guy who dressed up as Funky Kong when going to the movie
Yes.
theaters.
Looked like a 90s drug dealer, as he said.
Yeah.
just you wait.
He never showed up in the movie.
We are getting next is a Donkey Kong film now, right?
They should do one.
I thought that was happening. Yeah.
They said they want to do it. I don't think they said
Okay.
they are doing it.
This is getting a sequel. Like it's
Yeah, this is gonna get a sequel. Like, there's no doubt.
It's what, like this is already like the highest grossing movie of the year or something. Like I think highest opening weekend of like an animated film of all time. It's like holy shit.
I think in terms of like animated features, it's already overtaken Frozen 2.
Yeah, I forgot Frozen 2 existed.
Yeah.
What happens in that movie? What do they do?
They fight the other seasons besides winter.
Okay.
I think they have to. I think they have to like defeat fall or something.
There's also with leaves.
Yeah, and I know it has like a Sins of the Father plot line where it turns out their grandpa was like evil and racist towards a bunch of native people.
Oh no.
And they built like a dam, and then they have to break the dam, but breaking the dam will kill all their people. But if they don't do it, then they're racist and perpetuating, like, you know.
This sounds very intense for a Frozen
Yeah.
sequel.
I don't know. I've never seen the movie. This is just what I've gleaned from like watching reviews on YouTube about it.
See, I completely forgot it existed.
Yeah, I don't actually know what going on in Frozen 2 besides there's a dam and there's Sins of a Father plot line.
I can't take the term Sins of the Father seriously as a plot device because it's also the name of the main theme of Metal Gear Solid 5.
Which wasn't that also using that trope?
It was, but it also plays during the funniest scene in history where you're riding in the truck with Skullface as he gives you his big monologue.
Yeah.
Where he thinks he's giving his big monologue to Big Boss that he's been planning for like a decade, but Big Boss isn't even there. You're just some dude.
Yeah, you just assume dressed as Big Boss.
Yeah, it's like the funniest thing ever.
Like he picks up a Big Boss cosplayer and he thinks he's Big Boss.
That's literally what happens. And he's like, oh, I've been planning this for like a decade. It's a very funny game.
Yeah.
Oh, but Mario
Brothers and
I like
a game.
I like the Kong's cart-based society.
Yeah.
Very similar to America.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, all the Mario Kart stuff was cute. It was like it almost felt like slightly forced at first, but the Rainbow Road scene was so fun that I don't care.
Yeah. The blue-shelled paratrooper, though. Why did he yell blue shell when he went to do his like kamikaze attack?
That was bad. Like I got the joke. Like
you didn't need to explain it.
Yeah,
it's like I know he's a blue fucking paratrooper. Like, I know
all the blue shells in the game. They're called the winged shell.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
I know.
I mean, the thing is, like, okay, to explain the blue shell thing, because a lot of people actually don't understand where it's from. It's from Super Mario World, right? Because all the colored paratrooper shells, or well, just trooper shells, all have different effects when you use them with Yoshi, right? If Yoshi swallows a yellow shell, he gets a ground pound attack. If you swallow a red shell, it shoots out fireballs when you spit it out.
Yeah.
When you do a blue shell and hold it in Yoshi's mouth, Yoshi grows wings and can fly.
Yeah.
The same is true for the different colored Yoshis as well. Whichever colored Yoshi you get, you'll get that colored effect plus whatever effect the shell color actually is.
Yeah.
And green shells just bounce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't actually played much of Super Mario World. I've played to like the third.
Yeah, but that's where it's from. Because I know a lot of people don't actually know that.
Yeah.
Because they never got far enough in Super Mario World to have a Yoshi and then also have him swallow a blue trooper.
Yeah,
because there isn't a lot of them in the game because they're the most overpowered ones because it gives you the ability to fly across the entire stage.
Let's do Kirby the game.
Yeah. Except it's better than Kirby because you actually go faster than 2 miles per hour. Yeah, but that's where the blue shell comes from, being the one that flies.
I actually did. I mean, I would have known that if you like held a gun to my head, but I would not have known it off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But
yeah, but he didn't need to yell that he was a blue shell trooper. Like we could figure it out.
Like that was like when I saw like he had like a blue shell helmet, I think, right?
Yeah, he was also like spiny. Yeah,
I also had a blue shell. But like when I saw it, I was like, oh, they're gonna do a gag there. Then
yeah, that specific character was on the poster of the movie too.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't. Huh. That's. I mean, you don't got a lot of characters. I guess you got to put someone on there.
Yeah. Yeah. Like everybody's complained about the pacing of the film, which is like pretty warranted because it is insanely fast.
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
Yeah, I didn't mind the fast pacing either.
But, I mean, it's not like I prefer it over slow pacing. Like a movie like this, I want it to be fast, get to the next fun thing. It's not a movie about the plot.
Yeah,
it's about
like we don't need things that explained that. We don't need things over explained is the point.
Yeah.
So I appreciated the fast pacing. The only big issue I'd say I have with the pacing is Toad's entire character, which is that he is never explained to any degree whatsoever.
I think he's just a psycho. He just showed up.
What's the deal with Toad? He has no motivation in the entire movie.
He's just a fucking weirdo. He
bumps into Mario in the middle of nowhere. Mario explains to him what's going on, and Toad's like, okay, now this is what you need to do, and I'm going to help you do it. He doesn't have a reason for helping him do it. Like, we just needed, like, one scene where Toad is just like, yeah, I'm just kind of bored.
I took it as he was just a fucking weirdo. I don't know.
I'm just saying, it's just like, it's never explained why he's doing any of the things he's doing.
Yes, some like little character stuff like that would have been appreciated, I suppose.
And, like all you need to do was have like a single scene where he's just like, "Yeah, I live at home with my parents, and I'm bored."
Yeah. Just
this is my chance to do something. That's all you needed.
Just a line of dialogue.
I mean, there was like the perfect opportunity to do it in the one scene where they're camping out by the fire flowers.
It's like the one scene in the entire freaking movie where it like stops for a second actually as well, like just to kind of chill for a moment.
And that's what I'm saying. It's just like you only needed one scene to explain Toad's motivation, and then it would have been fine. But because of that, he's just a character that exists with no explanation.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Which is just bad writing, It's like they have a side character who is important enough to the plot that he's like the catalyst for the entire adventure.
Yeah.
But to never explain why he's doing anything he's doing, Can
I just use him as like a stock character? Like,
he's supposed to be the Gandalf, But he's given no motivation.
No one's ever called Toad the Gandalf of Mario before, but look what you've done.
Yeah.
He even has a staff.
Yeah. Like, why was he even in the woods, the mushroom woods in the first place anyway? Like, why was he even there?
I don't know.
Right by the warp pipe.
It's chilling.
He just happened to be there. Is it his job to hike around the woods? I don't know.
I don't think this Toad has a job.
Well, that makes sense.
With his weird stick yelling at people.
Like, I can believe he wants to go help Mario just for the sake of helping Mario. Right? I can believe that he's just a good person, but you have to explain why he also decided to tag along and then help further.
They should have just have him go, I've got nothing better to do. And that's it. That's it. Sure. Why not?
It's just confusing because his motivation is never explained. So he just exists.
Yeah.
It's like he doesn't require a big motivation. He just requires
Yeah,
some.
we don't need depthful characters. We just kind of need something, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is he has literally no character. He just exists within the story.
Yeah. Although I'll be real, like he was fun, like
I
performance
mean, I
wise.
liked him. Yeah, I liked Toad in this. I just,
He's
I
one of
needed
the-
one scene to explain what the fuck his deal was.
Yeah. You know what's actually odd though? Why did we have that one General Toad? Why wasn't that Toadsworth?
I don't know.
That's really just a weird touch of that not being Toadsworth. Like,
Yeah. I don't know.
Also characters. Donkey Kong was great in this, by the way. It's good.
Yeah. They did the Seth Rogen laugh, like, unedited, like, twice in the movie.
I forgot it was Seth Rogen for a minute. Like, it was good. I didn't expect.
Yeah, I thought Seth Rogen was a good pick, honestly.
I didn't expect it to be a good pick, but he was really good.
It reminded me a lot of the Donkey Kong TV show, Donkey Kong, you know?
Yeah, where he's kind of, well, what's the word? Show-offy.
Yeah, he's
cool.
a bit of a show-offy, but he's also he's a himbo.
Yes, he's like, yeah, he's a show-offy idiot, but yeah, he's nice. He's not an asshole.
Yeah.
That's a fun take.
Yeah.
A take whose character's usually just monkey.
Yeah. I mean, I say he's a himbo, but he is a bit much of a jerk to be a himbo. He's more of just a jock.
Yeah, he's a jock, actually, yes. He's stock jock.
Because a himbo is like, they have to be stupid, strong, and nice.
Yes, that is the
trifecta. But a jock is just stupid and strong.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was. I could have a whole Donkey Kong movie. I'm really hoping that happens.
I do too. I would love to see that because I think it would just be hilarious. I think it would just be hilarious.
Just in general.
Yeah, it's just like I can see the opening scene right now. It's like Donkey Kong going downstairs to get his breakfast banana. He opens up the cupboards. All the bananas are gone. He goes to his backup banana stash. All the bananas are gone. He's like, and then he does
goes to his backup banana stash.
All the bananas are gone. It's like,
yeah,
he does the Will Smith pose. It's like, it's gone. And then he checks his video games. His video games are gone.
Oh, K-Rool is that cruel?
You take the video games. Not the video games. Yeah.
Then, yeah. That would be beautiful.
Yeah.
But who do we get to play K-Rool, though? We need more bizarre casting. That turns out to be pretty alright.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I feel like that should be like easy enough to cast.
Yeah. K-Rool's a weird character. He's a weird character, actually, because like the only voiced one we have of him is the Donkey Kong show.
I think they did a good job in the Donkey Kong show for K-Rool.
He's good. Yeah. All the performances of Donkey Kong show are actually pretty good. They can sing.
Yeah. Yeah, the Donkey Kong movie will be great because you get the awesome minecart scene.
Oh yeah, they just shot for shot can take the scene from Temple of Doom and just replace it with Donkey Kong. It'll be beautiful.
Yeah.
But this was missing Wario. Like I want Wario.
We'll get Wario eventually. Wario is too weird of a character to have in the first movie.
I get that, but why would you tease Yoshi at the end? Yoshi's not a character. Yoshi's a dog.
Yeah.
It's like, who got excited at the end? It's like, oh boy, Yoshi. It's like, I like Yoshi, but
yeah,
it's going to be Mario. You're going to have like a scene where he meets Yoshi, and it's going to be cute, and that's it. Like,
I really, really hope that there's one scene where Mario has to jump off of Yoshi and he'll drop him into like a bottomless pit to make it over a ledge.
Yeah, it's real slow-mo and dramatic. It's gonna be beautiful.
It's gonna be so funny. Yeah. Remember in Deltarune when Chris did that to upset Asriel? And then Asriel went to church to pray for forgiveness for Chris.
Did that happen?
That did happen in Deltarune. That's canon. I'm not even making up that. That's actually a line of dialogue if you talk to the priest in like chapter 2.
Oh my god.
Chris intentionally dropped Yoshi into the pit on
intentionally.
purpose.
You know, Chris Pratt Mario, I was like worried about it, but it's kind of thing like I kind of forgot about it halfway through the movie because it was like it's so inoffensive, the voice.
Yeah.
It's the same as his Lego movie voice. It's just
it was serviceable.
It was fine. It was just it was fine. That was
Although like okay. So like the people talk about the panic attack scene on Twitter.
To be fair, half of those people are being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Because of all the people talking about the Puss in Boots one.
Yeah, but it's like, that was not a panic attack, guys. He dislocated his shoulder and was in pain.
I really like the initial tweet where the guy was like, Mario is being lowered to our level. You know, this is like the most incompetent incarnation of Mario, by the way. He's got to be real. Like,
yeah.
Mario's like always top of his game, and this one, nah, he's shit.
Yeah, they took a real like Frisk Undertale approach when it came to his characterization.
Frisk Undertale?
Yeah, he's filled with determination.
Okay, yes, he is. I really did not know where you were going with that. I was like, what? Like, silent protagonist? Despite everything, you're still you?
Yeah.
They could murder someone at any moment?
I mean, I think the idea of having, you know, Mario's characterization be he sucks ass, but he never gives up, be like really interesting of like a concept when you factor in that it's an adaptation of a video game where, you know, dying is pretty often because it has a very, very simple fail state of get hit a single time if you don't have a power up.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, that whole also try to adapt like the gameplay like in that obstacle course section was great. Like that was just that was creative. Like just like try to work power-ups into the story in general.
Oh yeah. They did a good job on that.
Yeah.
Really good job doing that.
Although I gotta complain, the Tanuki suit, that's not how Mario reflects the Tanuki suit. They did like a Tails from Sonic thing. Like he doesn't spin the tail.
Yeah, he does.
No, he like wiggles in Mario games.
Okay,
always.
It doesn't spin that fast, but it does spin.
Okay.
You know, it does spin.
I like how we got to see Player Donkey Kong, by the way. He had the little white tift on his fur. That was cute. We need playable Donkey Kong. We should have gotten that instead of 2 Toads. I'm still petty about getting 2 Toads in the new Super Mario Bros. Games for multiplayer.
That's stupid. 2 Toads? Come on, you already had Peach right there. Stop being lazy and give us back Peach.
Yeah, well, now we have Toadette who turns into Peach in the new Super Mario Bros. On Switch.
So silly.
It is silly. You know, I forgot what I was saying.
I am excited though, because it's like we're gonna get Super Mario Bros. 2, you know, the Lost Levels.
Film adaptation of the Lost Levels.
Yeah. We're gonna get Wario Land. Yeah. We're gonna get Yoshi's Island movie. We're gonna get a Luigi's Mansion movie. We're gonna get a Donkey Kong Country movie. Hard. Right?
A what movie? What was the last one?
Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And that's just the ones in the Mario Cinematic Universe. Then we're also gonna get the Zelda Ocarina of Time trilogy, the Metroid trilogy. You know?
Please don't adapt Metroid. Metroid's plot is Samus walking around a cave for 3 hours. That's the appeal.
I mean, okay, that's true, but it does have a more story than that.
Yeah.
I think Metroid is probably easier to adapt than Zelda in a lot of ways, because Zelda's plot is just there's a lot of it, with not a lot of like main story beats, you know, and it's a lot more just doing.
Yeah, Zelda plots are more like, okay, big plot event, dungeon, big plot event, go get all the things, then the game ends.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the structure.
Yeah.
I mean
like, when in terms of like theming and stuff to adapt, Ocarina of Time definitely has the most.
Yeah, it's got the most big moments. I mean, like you ever read the Ocarina of Time manga? That does a pretty well job of like, kind of like streamlining it into like an actual plot, like instead of the kind of.
I feel like in terms of like thematic stuff, you know, I feel like Ocarina of Time has the strongest central theming.
Yeah.
In terms of the Zelda games, because the central theme of Ocarina of Time is, of course, you know, being forced to effectively lose your childhood due to, you know, circumstances of global events.
yeah, there's a lot of little stuff with that. Yeah, that actually does carry across to like the different characters in the different dungeons too. Now I think about it,
it's like that's a reoccurring theme across the entire game. You know.
Yeah, then you got the Kokiri who are only
that affects like almost like functionally all the characters. You know.
Yeah. Now we got to just get a Majora's Mask movie that's weirdly fucked up.
That would be cool.
I don't actually want that.
I mean, we got Groundhog's Day.
Groundhog's Day is a comedy.
I mean, okay, there's lots of time loop, like horror
There's
movies.
A ton of time loop movies. There is, yeah. You know, actually, speaking of that, the Majora's Mask manga, they bring it to a one day speed run.
Yeah.
So like a one loop speed run where
they do the whole thing in a single loop.
Which is physically possible in the games you're fast enough, right?
Yeah.
I think it is. It's just ridiculously difficult.
Yeah, if you're speedrunning it, you can do it.
Yeah.
It's just really hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of people will, like, do everything, and then on their final loop, they will just kill all the dungeon bosses before.
I mean, it makes sense. How are those giants all fine on, like, every loop?
Because you've awakened them on a different loop. So now you have the remnants of the boss. That's what makes it work.
Although I kind of like the theme of you all the good things you did, and then on the loop, it didn't matter. There's a cynicism in Majora's Mask that's fun.
Majora's Mask is like crazy.
It's a good game.
Especially when you factor in that like all of the areas of the game correlate to the stages of grief in order.
Yeah. I'm still wondering if that was intentional or if it's a crazy coincidence.
If it is a coincidence, that's insane.
Yeah.
Especially since the main theme of Majora's Mask is, you know, inevitable death.
Yeah.
You know?
I can't wait for the Illumination adaptation of it where they try to teach kids about that.
Well, Illumination's not going to do Zelda.
No, they will.
They couldn't do it. They wouldn't be able to. It wouldn't be PG rated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. All the Zelda games are like already D10 except for like Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, Ocarina of Time's just E. E10 didn't exist yet.
Yeah. I mean, it was different. You know.
Crazy considering all the blood in that game.
Yeah. I think DreamWorks could do Zelda.
I don't know if I guess after Puss in Boots, maybe the new Puss in Boots, maybe. Like before, if you asked me before that, don't think I could trust him with like a serious fantasy thing.
Yeah.
Like, And Puss in Boots took itself
Well, actually,
relatively
no. Like between Kung Fu Panda and How to Train Your Dragon, like How to Train Your Dragon has like no jokes in it. Like,
yeah, okay, I forgot those existed.
yeah, How to Train Your Dragon is like a pure fantasy adventure movie. There isn't even like really jokes in it, you know?
Yeah, except for the protagonist's voice. That's I hate his voice, by the way. I ever what's his name? Hiccup. I hate that guy.
I'm pretty sure he was voiced by the guy who played the main character in the Nicolas Cage version of The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Oh shit! Yeah, I think it might have been.
Pretty sure it was.
I've seen that movie. Why have I seen that movie?
I've seen it. Got Nicolas Cage in it as the sorcerer.
Why is he called the Sorcerer's Apprentice? Isn't it supposed to be Yen Sid?
Well, yeah, he is Yen Sid.
They don't call him that because they're not cool enough.
Well, actually, I'm pretty sure I think they did.
That movie's dumb.
It was The Sorcerer's Apprentice. It was a Disney live-action remake.
A remake of like a music video.
A very popular music video.
It's not even the best one in Fantasia. We need a Knights and Bald Mountain adaptation. That's the best Fantasia bit.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I'd say when are we gonna get a Kingdom Hearts adaptation? But what they do for Kingdom Hearts is that it would be a new original movie that was canon that you'd have to watch in order to understand the plot of the next game.
Have they done that already? Like, isn't that kind of what the Union Cross one that came with? Well, I guess that's
Union Cross was like a mobile game that they turned into a movie.
Yes,
because they shut the mobile game down, so you couldn't play it anymore.
Oh, Kingdom Hearts. I'm trying to think of like you brought Metroid movie. I'm just trying to like think in my head how that could work.
Aliens.
See, Alien and Aliens, yeah, Metroid's clearly heavily inspired, but like the actual like way the plots play out would not feel like a Metroid like story.
I mean, yeah, but I don't think it would be that hard to have a sci-fi space epic adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that complicated.
Yeah.
You know.
See, like the whole appeal of Metroid to me is like the kind of quiet, atmospheric like stuff.
Oh, yeah, of course, all of these work better as video games because they were originally created as video games.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, in terms of like adaptation and stuff, I think people aren't giving the Mario movie enough credit for its screenplay in the terms of the fact that it's an adapted screenplay. How well they were able to adapt the Mario mythos into a movie.
Yeah, the like most nonsense story possible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I always like appreciate that. Like even like as like a kid, like when I saw like video game adaptation stuff, like trying to like work the story into like a cohesive world.
Yeah.
Like something like take like Sonic, which I mean they're trying to make an effort now, but like just a few years ago, like every game feels like a totally different world almost. Like
yeah.
So it's like, shit, what do you do? He's from another world? That's kind of the thing they use for all these, I guess, but still.
Yeah. And like I think the Mario movie did a really good job of like, you know, keeping the old lore that people liked and
all the characters felt like
stuff.
The Mario characters.
Yeah, I think they did a really, really good job adapting this into a screenplay.
Yeah.
Like, adapting Mario into a movie is not fucking easy. Yeah, if it was easy, they would have done it before. And they did do it before, and they failed.
Hey, that movie, maybe it's not a good Mario movie, but there's a reason they gave up on trying to be like Mario, though. I don't know if you could have made this before. I think it was a bit of a perfect storm of Illumination, honestly.
It was a bit. I mean, a big part of it was just that the Bowser being in love with Peach plot point was still Japanese exclusive at that point. Because that plot point originally was in like a manga.
Yeah, the Mario manga, yeah.
Yeah, that's where it originates from.
Yeah, I'm surprised that like what was the she doesn't ever get kidnapped in like the Super Show, which was kind of like the Western, plot for a
Yeah,
while. Peach just is kind of just there.
yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry, Princess Toadstool.
yeah. But yeah, I think they did a really good job of adaptating this. It was
Adaptating.
good. Yeah, adapting.
Yeah, no, it's just funny. Fun. Now we have to ask the ultimate question, though: is it better than the Sonic movie?
Yes, I do think it is.
I might have enjoyed Sonic 2 more. I think it's better than Sonic 1.
It's definitely better than Sonic 1. I'd say Sonic 2 and this are around the same level, but I like this more. There was a bit, like, we can say that the pacing in the Mario movie was fast, but there was definitely some slow points and down points in the Sonic 2 movie.
Like the wedding subplot, which I
The
did not
wedding
dislike, but it's
subplot,
weird. It was fun.
that
but
one
it was
dance scene in the cabin.
The
Say what you
fun
will
scene.
about the music, the licensed music in the Mario movie, but at least they kept it to 80s songs.
That's slightly appreciated.
Yeah. At least they picked, like, already cult classic 80s songs that will stand the test of time, that feel relevant to the franchise that originated in the 80s,
See, I would have totally forgiven any licensed music in Sonic if it was like all like 90s alternative or something.
Yeah, if it was like Michael Jackson,
Yeah,
I'd be down for
something
it.
like really Sonic.
Yeah.
But Uptown Funk was weird.
Yeah, it's like they got bootleg Michael Jackson instead of actual Michael Jackson.
They should, yeah, they can't afford. They have to get bootleg Michael Jackson. They end up getting Weird Al. They should have done that.
Yeah. Okay, let's be real. Bruno Mars is kind of great value Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Is that a hot take? I don't know.
I think it's just a strange take. That's too. Like, I don't think anyone said anything like it. Kind of, yeah, that kind of poppy sound. That's not. Yeah, he kind of sounds like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, being great value Michael Jackson, you're still pretty good, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mario.
But what do you want to see out of the sequel? Because we're definitely getting it.
Well, let's think. We're getting Yoshi, so I can see all the Yoshi scenes in my head, like just
yeah.
The whole, like, any scene that Yoshi's in is just like completely visualized already in my brain. Just he's gonna be animated dog. But he's
There's gonna be a scene where he, like, shoots his tongue out like an iguana and eats something.
And Wario will be like, whoa!
Wario?
No, I meant Mario, sorry.
Yeah.
Mario will be like, whoa!
Do we think we're just gonna fight Bowser again, or are they gonna pull in Wario this time?
50-50, honestly, on that.
Yeah. If they do show up Wario, are they gonna write a backstory for him, being like he's Mario's cousin?
I saw someone on Twitter saying that he's just some random guy who saw Mario, like, after, like, all this stuff happened, and he's just cashing in on it, just making his own plumbing service. Just slightly legally distinct, which is that's good.
Yeah.
And just also Waluigi, just have him be just some guy as well.
Yeah, that's the question. It's like, if we do get Wario, do we get Waluigi with him?
See, I said Wario being is a 50% chance. Waluigi's a 25% chance. It gets exponentially more unlikely.
Yeah. And once Wario gets his own, like, once we get a Wario movie right now, do we get our own Wario spin-off movie with the WarioWare cast?
See, WarioWare is getting into the slightly might be weird, like,
might
general
be too
audiences don't know him as well.
abstract.
Huh?
WarioWare also has the problem of it's a bit too abstract to try and make a film adaptation of it.
Make it like Wolf of Wall Street, just with Wario instead. Just really, that'd be perfect.
Yeah, it's the wolf, like Wario's in his skyscraper doing his taxes, and then Ashley kicks down the door and turns his accountant into a toad.
Yes.
Yeah.
The whole movie, just like it would be beautiful.
Yeah.
WarioWare movie. Yeah, well, I don't think I ever see a WarioWare movie happening as awesome as it would be. I think that gets into too bizarre for general audiences. I don't think Nintendo's willing to put up the money for that.
No.
In a perfect world, they would.
We're not getting a Kid Icarus movie either.
Oh, hell no.
Kid Icarus was in this movie, though, and that's about as much as we'll ever see of it.
Yes, that was fun, but it brings up the very strange question of Mario not existing in a world where the NES still took off. Like,
I thought the plot of the game was that they made the Mario Brothers game based off of the real life events of the Mario Brothers. I thought that was the logical explanation for it in the movie. And the Mario Brothers game is canon, but it takes place after the events of the movie.
Okay.
Where it's an alternate timeline where Mario is a real person and the Mario game is based off of the real life events of the real person Mario. But the Mario game did not come out until after the release of the NES.
Okay.
Instead of being the launch title.
It came out like 87 or so.
Yeah. Kirby was the launch title in this universe.
It's like a complete flipped timeline.
Yeah. Well, Kirby's Adventure was the first Kirby game.
That would be so fucked up.
Yeah. Well, Kid Icarus was a #1 seller because he didn't have to compete with, Mario.
Oh man, Kid Icarus making money? What kind of bizarro reality is this?
Yeah.
We already got the Kid Icarus anime OVA. We don't need a movie.
Oh, I do remember seeing someone tweet on Twitter, right, about like people who only know Palutena from Smash Brothers don't know that she's actually a total girl failure.
She is. Man, I need to replay Uprising. I'd say that needs a port, but also I can't imagine playing that game with another control scheme.
Okay. How about this? You play it on your PC with a drawing tablet.
That could work.
Yeah.
Although also
see, that's the way you emulate DS games with a drawing tablet, one specifically with a screen.
Oh, I should try that sometime. I got one lying around.
Yeah. I just ordered one because I want to draw more.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah. I need to draw my OC Sona.
Your OCs.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Good luck.
Maybe I'll draw Mario. I hear he's easy to draw. There's that tutorial of how to draw Mario in that one Mario game. Which one was it? I don't remember which one that was from. Was it Mario Paint?
Flipnote Studio.
Or maybe it was just from Flipnote Studio.
Yeah.
You remember Mario Paint?
Draw a big mushroom. I got that stuck in my head forever.
Yeah. Mario Paint was like the first video game I ever played.
That's crazy, actually.
Yeah, I was like 2 years old.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, my sisters put the controller in my hand.
Did you play Mario Paint with a controller and not the mouse?
I mean, I think I did both.
Okay. Because my condolences trying to play it with a controller.
I mean, I was 2 years old.
Yeah.
I wasn't really had functional motor skills yet. I don't even remember the first game I actually remember playing, because that's how far back my gaming goes,
Yeah.
It's like as far as I can remember, I was always a gamer. There was no moment for me where I became a gamer. I just always was one.
I think I got GameCube when I was like 4, and I got Sunshine, Luigi's Mansion, and Sonic Adventure 2. I think that's what I had. Those are the first video games.
Damn, that sucks. Because like the games I grew up with were like Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, and Sly Cooper. All 3 of which were like way better than those 3 games.
I will fight. How dare you say about Luigi's Mansion?
I mean, Luigi's Mansion is good, but it's not as good as Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, and Sly Cooper.
I was too scared to play Luigi's Mansion when I was a child.
That's fair. That game's scary.
I could play it up until you get to like the first dark hallway. Like
when the fucking ghost from the ceiling jump scares you and vomits a bomb in your face.
I didn't play that game for years.
I definitely got spooked when playing Luigi's Mansion for the first time, and I played that when I was like 13.
It's a scary game. It's survival horror for children.
Yeah.
Which is why when we get to Luigi's Mansion movie, it needs to be straight up a horror movie.
Yeah.
I want that directed by like James Wan.
Okay, you know what? Is Luigi's Mansion a Metroidvania?
No.
Because I'd say it is.
I think structure-wise it's closer to a Resident Evil.
Resident Evil is also a Metroidvania. Survival horror, Metroidvania. Survival horror refers to the gameplay loop. Metroidvania refers to the level design. The level design is interconnected world made up of rooms where you have to get locks and keys to access the doors.
You can backtrack back and forth.
Backtrack back and forth.
Okay.
Interconnected world, locks and keys, backtracking.
Okay.
It's a Metroidvania.
Now, is Silent Hill a Metroidvania? Because that's like interconnected levels, but then you go to another like interconnected level. That's like Metroidvanias within Metroidvanias.
No, because those are dungeons and not it has to be the whole world.
Okay.
It has to be all interconnected levels. You can't have dungeons.
Okay.
Right? Like Dark Souls 1 is a Metroidvania because it's connecting interconnected area via interconnected area with the only like a central hub area being Firelink Shrine. Everything else is its own area, even though you could argue that each area is itself a dungeon. But, you know, they're still connected to each other naturally, you know, organically, with locks and keys to prevent access to certain areas, you know? So it is a Metroidvania. But, you know, Dark Souls 2 is much more linear. You kind of go down a straight path, and then you get to an area. And you could argue that it's just a dungeon, you know?
Yeah, but they're still interconnected in Dark Souls 2. You can still loop back into areas in weird ways.
I mean, that's just because it's open-ended enough to not lock you out of content, you know?
Yeah.
I would argue, because Silent Hill oftentimes will lock you out of points of no return, right? If there's points of no return outside of the final boss, you know, it's not a Metroidvania.
Okay. So which game were you claiming was a Metroidvania original? Luigi's Mansion?
Yeah.
Yeah, kinda. Then again, it's not really a looping back. It's more, you kind of just play the levels, the game by floor. You kind of go through a floor, beat a boss.
I mean, lots of Metroidvanias are like that, you know?
Yeah, I guess Metroid 2 is like that.
Metroid 2 is like that, you know. What's the one where you're a cat in a mech?
Gato Roboto.
Yeah, that's like that. You don't really go back to previous areas except for to collect stuff you missed.
Yeah, go get a random whatever they're called. What are the tanks in Metroid called?
E-tanks, yeah.
Okay, I thought those were are those the Mega Man ones? Are they both called E-tanks?
I think they're both called E-tanks because they're energy tanks in both. An E-tank is abbreviation. Dang, now I want to go play Mega Man. There've been so many like Mega Man adaptations.
And they've all sucked.
Most of them have sucked. The most recent one definitely has.
The most recent one is, we don't talk about that one. That one's weird.
We don't talk about Mega Man Powered Up.
That one's weirder than Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures.
Oof. They should make a Splatoon show.
We got the Splatoon manga. We're one step there.
I don't like the Splatoon manga.
Why not?
It's
What's
full
wrong
of
with it? I haven't
pantsing
read
jokes.
it. Is it?
Yeah.
I haven't read it.
The characters are constantly pantsing each other.
That sounds very awkward.
It is. Got these little kids playing a blood sport, and then they just pull each other's pants down.
Are they pulling? Those Inklings are wearing like tight sports pants. That takes some effort.
Yeah, they're wearing spats.
I know. You can't just grab those.
Yeah.
Spats. That's the biggest issue with Splatoon clothing is that you can't get more awesome pants.
There's like 8 pants options. What are you talking about?
That's it?
Okay, there's like the spats, there's the longer pants, there's the cardigans, there's the skirt with spats, and then there's like 4 different versions of the long pants. Okay. There's also the shorts, and then the shorts with more. Like...
I can still go for more.
Like, there's a lot. There's lots of different pants. You haven't even played through. You don't even know about all the pants.
Splatoon, so the inevitable Splatoon movie. Which other Nintendo franchises?
But how are they going to do the Splatoon movie? That's the real question. Because there's so many ways you could adapt it. You could ignore story mode completely. You could have it do a prequel. Do it the Great Turf War.
No, they can't do a prequel. They can't.
Yeah, that would be dumb.
They can't do that in a G-rated film.
Yeah. You know what's funny about Splatoon?
Huh.
The central theme throughout the entire series is that old people need to shut up and die already. It's like, that's literally the main theme of the entire series.
Cuddle or whatever the hell, that guy, he seemed pretty chill.
He's the whole catalyst for why all the bad things are happening.
Is he?
Yeah, because he decided to wage a race war.
Oh, it's his
like
fault,
100 years ago. Yeah, he was the leader of the army.
Okay, I wasn't real aware that it was his fault. Okay.
Yeah. Like, keep in mind, it's been 100 years since that war ended. Both him, the leader of the Inkling army, and the leader of the Arcturian army are still fighting each other to this day. And they're roping in their grandchildren to fight for them.
What is the lifespan on these guys?
Well, you see, Captain Cuttlefish used a special technique to dry himself out to extend his life.
Okay.
And then DJ Octavio also used a different special technique to have him stay in like octopus form in the entire time, where he just like shoots himself full of ink basically to stay alive forever.
Okay.
Yeah. But they're just really old dudes with a really racist, bitter grudge against each other, fighting a war that's been over for 100 years.
Yeah. I mean, the Octolings and Inklings seem pretty chill. They're like participating in their blood sports now.
Here's the real kicker with the whole race war thing, right? It was a race war over like a specific piece of land, right? It wasn't like a global thing. It was just in this one specific region of the world. Nowhere else in the world are there like racist feuds between Inklings and Octolings. Everybody else in the world just lives together and they don't care.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's just this one specific region they had a race war 100 years ago, and that caused them to forget that Octolings exist completely within that one specific region. Despite the fact that there's a bunch of Octolings in popular famous rock bands that are popular globally.
Yeah. Shit,
Crazy.
I've seen that cuttlefish guy dancing during the Splatoon 2 Splatfest. What do you... that...
Yeah, but keep in mind, the theme of old people need to die already goes even deeper than that when you factor in the other 2 villains of the series, right? Commander Tartar and, fucking what's his name? Mr. Grizz. the bear,
Why are
right?
these names so bad?
Commander Tartar is an AI created from the humans to, create a new species to extend humanity effectively. So his whole thing is trying to recreate humans effectively, more or less.
Yeah.
And to go back in time, essentially. And then, Mr. Grizz, his plan is also to bring back mammals to return the age of the mammalians. And both of the
Okay.
themes are this, like, old fucks trying to return to the past that's gone,
Yeah.
And it's just like, give it up already. When the entire rest of the game's theming is explicitly around youth culture.
Yeah. Very Shibuya.
Yeah. It's very anti-old people. Yeah. That's why it's so hard being a Splatoon fan, because the older you get, the more and more anti-Splatoon the game,
Splatoon.
Yeah. Yeah.
How old are the Inklings again? Like 14? I forgot.
They're like 14, but all the characters age in real time.
Yeah, like the Squid Sisters were older, I know.
Yeah. The Squid Sisters were 17 in the first game, and they're like in their mid-20s now.
Okay. Lore.
It's been how many
now
years?
They're elderly.
Yeah. Yeah. They actually revealed Harmony's age recently with the Japanese art book for Splatoon 3.
Oh my god.
And she's 21.
I was hoping it would be like weirdly old. I was hoping she'd be like 40.
You'd think she'd be old. But she's actually only 21 in Splatoon 3, which means she was 14 during Splatoon 1.
Wow, very accomplished for a 14-year-old.
Which is insane to think that she was actually a high school dropout this whole time. She dropped out of high school to make a chiptune rock band.
I guess it worked out.
Yeah.
Now you have a 3D model.
Yeah. which blew my mind, because I thought she would be at least 27. And I really, when they revealed that, I was like, damn, they really just was like, okay, let's just make her as young as physically possible. Crazy. Great,
Ray.
Do you have anything else to say on the Mario movie, or anything related to Nintendo adaptations?
Not too much. I think we've covered all the bases. I enjoyed it. Good movie. It was fun.
I had a lot of fun. Are you still planning on seeing it again?
Possibly. I don't know. Up in the air.
Well, if you do, hit me up, because I want to go see it again.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Peaches was good.
Peaches.
Peaches.
They gave me a better villain song than I could have imagined.
Oh, yeah. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it greatly. I thought they did a good job on it.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly what I wanted out of a Mario movie.
Same.
Yes. I'm not 100% sure how to end this.
You end it by saying bye.
DK. Donkey Kong.
Oh. What's the noise?
Donkey Kong is dead.
Oh.
Chunky's dead.
Apparently not anymore. We finally got to see him.
Chunky's
He's alive.
Dead. Chunky Kong is dead.
Don't worry, they'll kill him off in the next movie, because nobody cares about him, so they can kill him off.
Yeah, I don't think Chunky Kong's gonna show up in the Donkey Kong movie. That's my hot take.
He showed up in this movie.
But he's not gonna show up in the Donkey Kong movie.
Okay.
Take it to the fridge.
What does that mean?
It's a lyric from the song.
I know, but what does it mean?
You take the food to the fridge so you can store it for later consumption.
Okay. Speaking of Donkey Kong 64, that's not on the N64 or Nintendo Switch Online.
Yeah,
I
because
was
they
really
need the
mad.
expansion pack for it. You'd have to pay an extra $5.
Oh, okay. But all right, I think we should wrap up.
Yes. Oh man, if you made it to the end, that's amazing. Make sure to comment down below that you made it to the end.
If you did, yeah, that's cray. Go do.
Yeah, I
do
can't
that.
believe you made it through my Splatoon rant. That's actually impressive.
Yeah.
If you made it to the end, comment down below that you made it to the end, and I will like it and I'll heart it and I'll pin it. First person to do that. And I'll subscribe to your channel even if you don't have one. I don't care. Yeah, you better do that. No one's gonna make it to the end.
Now.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye bye.